Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is July the 16th. 2024. We're going to be talking about WWE's Monday Night Raw because we got a match got made for SummerSlam, but we got multiple segments. Chad Gable told Adam Pearce that he wants Adam Pearce do something about the Y6 because he knows that he had a meeting with Bo Dallas, and he's telling everybody he knows whose Uncle Howdy is. He knows the real person that is Uncle Howdy. He says is Bo Dallas. Everybody knows that because we just saw on the video on a VHS tape that he was keep cutting in and cutting out to be Uncle Howdy. But ladies and gentlemen, they got another VHS tape, but this time it wasn't on Raw. It was on the Pat McAfee show that the lights went out. He was talking to somebody. The lights went out, and there was a box in the like a gym he was in. I guess he filmed his show in the gym, and he grabbed it, and it was a VHS tape. It was an interview of Eric Rowan talking about his brothers. He's talking about Brody Lee, and he's talking about Bray Wyatt and all his tough things that's happened to him in his life the past couple years, and all that stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to more of this, the new signee, Stephanie Becker, I don't know if I say her name right. I know I say Stephanie right, but not her last name. I don't know if I say her last name right. But we know that she made her debut in WWE, not on NXT. She's supposed to be on NXT. But she debuted in WWE's live tour in Mexico. She beat Island Dawn in a match. That's very cool for her. She is just signed, and she said a lot of things in Spanish, I think. And but she did say, "See you NXT soon." So she will be on NXT. I think the women's division on NXT is going to get bigger and bigger. Even when Julia comes in, whenever that happens, she comes in. There's going to be a big NXT women's division. I don't know anything about Julia. I saw Stephanie Becker once, and that's against Mercedes Moné at AEW Forbidden Door. Let's see what she could do in the WWE. Some people are upset about it because she walked away from CMLL and New Japan and all that stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think New Japan makes contracts like AEW for years, just like WWE for years. So yeah, all that stuff. I don't think it's a bad thing that what Stephanie did. I think it's just business, and there is some companies with their contracts doesn't state that you have to stay there for years. Like, I don't think TNA's contract does the same thing. AEW's, I believe so, it does, and WWE's. That's the only contract I know that you have to stay there for a couple of years. Ladies and gentlemen, we heard that Natalya resigned with WWE. Congrats to her. She stays here in the WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, we heard something sad happening with Donald Trump. The man got shot at. He had I think it was O'Reilly, and people are shooting at him. It sucks that that happens. But some people think it's fake. Some people say it's real. I don't know what it's fake or real, but I saw the video. Donald Trump got hit in his ear, so yeah, it's sad to hear. I know there's some people not a fan of Donald Trump, but the guy doesn't deserve to be shot. Like, seriously, what is wrong with you people? So ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that happened there. If you guys didn't see that during the weekend, yeah, I think it's an upsetting thing to hear about. I know I'm not in the United States, I'm in Canada, but still, it still sucks to hear about somebody getting shot at when nobody deserves to be shot at. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Monday Night Raw here. So we talk about the Y6, the tape, Eric Rowan, and ladies and gentlemen, Chad Gable tried to get Otis, Maxine, and Akira Tozawa to help him because they were talking about that they're going to help somebody. But Chad thought it was him, but no, it was Xavier Woods. Because Xavier Woods needs help with the Final Testament next week. So Maxine said to Woods that Otis and Akira Tozawa wants to help you, not Chad Gable. Chad Gable says, you want to make me do this by myself. So Chad Gable went in the ring, and he called out Bo Dallas. He didn't call out Uncle Howdy, but he called out Bo Dallas. He says, I know who it is. I know who Uncle Howdy is. It's Bo Dallas. So he called out Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas came out with no music and no mask, no Uncle Howdy character. It was just Bo Dallas. He showed up. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Bo Dallas got attacked by the Creed brothers. The Creed brothers is finally working with Chad Gable. So, Chad Gable, the Creed brothers were attacking, beating up Bo Dallas multiple times. But every time they thought they had it done, because they taunt, Bo Dallas was laughing. And then the Creed brothers did their tag team finishing move. I guess it's a new one. And Chad Gable did his German suplex. But Bo Dallas was still laughing. He was in the corner. And then Chad Gable grabs his face saying, why are you laughing? What are you laughing at, Bo? He says, there you are. And then the lights goes out. The gongs happen. And ladies and gentlemen, the rest of the Y6 came out. Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis, and Nikki Cross comes out. They got onto the apron. Chad Gable ran away, running away, left the Creed brothers all by himself, and the Creed brothers ran away. And this is the first time we see these guys in the ring. We saw Nikki Cross go in the ring multiple times, but we never seen the rest of the guys ever in the ring. They're always in the where the stage is. They don't show up at all. Now they actually come in the ring. They didn't take their mask off or anything like that. I think we're going to see more tapes of their interviews before we see them in ring. We're going to see what's under the mask. We already seen what's under the bunny's mask, and that's Eric Rowan. We need to see Joe Gacy. We need to see Dexter Lumis. We need to see Nikki Cross. We already seen Bo Dallas and Eric Rowan. Let's see the other ones. We were about to get the Drew McIntyre and CM Punk match. Drew McIntyre wants to make it official, but Adam Pearce asked him to do one thing. Just one thing. Apologize to the two referees that he assaulted at the Money in the Bank post show. He wasn't even asking to apologize to him because he's the one who got elbowed, and that's why he got suspended. But he asked Drew McIntyre to apologize to the referees. Drew says, "Why should I?" And Adam Pearce says, all you have to do to get CM Punk at SummerSlam is to apologize to the referees. Look in the eyes and apologize. He was about to do it. He walked up to them, he looked them in the eyes, and then he said no. Because he thinks the referees is the ones that's always screwing Drew McIntyre. And he says it's you're letting it happen, Adam Pearce. It's on your watch. And he's getting mad, he's getting flustered. Adam Pearce says, okay, you don't want to own your mistakes? He says, I will. You're still suspended. Drew McIntyre got angry. The referees tried to stop him, but Drew McIntyre shoved both referees down and got in the face of Adam Pearce until Seth freaking Rollins came out and saved Adam Pearce and attacking Mr. Drew McIntyre. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Drew is still suspended. CM Punk didn't get what he wants, but now Seth Rollins is in the problem. The whole Mommy and Dominic thing is getting crazier and crazier. We had the face-to-face between Damian Priest and Gunther. I didn't really care for this. because it was just talking. Every time Damian Priest has a big title match, and to do it the road to that pay-per-view, PLE, it's all talking. Like Damian Priest and Seth Rollins, all talking. I don't care about that. Gunther called him street trash, and Damian Priest talking about that he played for everything he gets, and Gunther didn't do that, and all that stuff. He got handed the championship matches he had, and all that stuff. And then we got Braun Strowman versus Damian Priest. And then the ending of that match was more interesting than the beginning, because of face-to-face. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mommy coming out, and she talking about Liv Morgan. She's talking about she's walking with something that's hers. And she said it's not Dominic Mysterio, it's the Women's World Title. And then Dominic Mysterio came out. I believe Rhea called out Liv, but Dominic Mysterio came out with a black rose and tried to apologize. He didn't really say much because the fans was booing him out of the building. And then when he was about to talk, Liv Morgan came on the Titantron, and she has some words to say as well. But Rhea Ripley says she could wait to beat the living hell out of Liv Morgan, because she issues a challenge to Liv Morgan at SummerSlam. And Liv Morgan wants to take everything from Rhea Ripley. She is doing it. And she accepts the match. SummerSlam, it will be Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. And then all that stuff, everything that happened, Dominic tried to say he's sorry. Rhea talking in front of the camera. Still can't murder, stay over there. Talking to the camera, she's saying she's not going to just end the reign of Miss Liv Morgan or all that stuff. She's going to end her career. And then she walks away, and Dominic is still trying to say sorry, trying to give her the rose, and she just throws the rose away. First match we got Sheamus versus Bronson Reed. I thought it was an okay match for big guy versus big guy. The winner of that match was Sheamus. And then Bronson Reed was about to attack Sheamus. And then Pete Dunne attacked Bronson Reed with a running knee. And Sheamus was about to say thanks to Pete Dunne, but he walked away again. He walked away, and then Sheamus turned around to taunt with the fans. And then Pete Dunne ran back in the ring and attacked Sheamus. And then Pete Dunne walked away, and then Bronson Reed did tsunami on Sheamus. And Pete Dunne just shrugged his shoulders. I guess Pete Dunne did that because Bronson Reed was about to hit him last week, and now he got some revenge. Then we got Sonya Deville versus Zelina Vega. This was a short match, but ladies and gentlemen, Sonya Deville gets the win after Shayna Baszler breaks the arm of Zelina Vega, and then Sonya Deville did her move and all that stuff. And they weren't done there. But Zelina Vega got some help from Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, and Laura Valkyria. Then we had Damian Priest versus Braun Strowman after the face-to-face. The winner of that match was Damian Priest. He did a Self of Heaven. Not a very big one, but he did most of it. He gets the win, and then Gunther came back in the ring, and he just chops Damian Priest. We got a brawl between those two. Finally, they did something, not just talk. But they did it, and then big giant clothesline to end it. Damian Priest clothesline Gunther. Gunther rolls out of the ring. Then we had Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler from this team versus Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. The winner of that match was Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. And then Jey Uso was getting so happy. He asked the question to Damian Priest, is Mommy really single to ready to mingle? And Damian said, maybe. And Dominic tried to stop it and all that stuff. And Jey Uso walked away. And Damian Priest says, you shouldn't let Jey Uso say those things. You should handle it. And Jey Uso, I'm going to talk to Adam Pearce to make that match. And he did. And he went to Mommy and saying that he did this for her and all that stuff. And Rhea Ripley says, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" And he was about to cancel it, but Rhea says, "Are you a coward? You're going to cancel it now?" And now there's no cancel. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Jey Uso versus Dominic Mysterio. Jey wins the match, but during the match, Liv Morgan came out again. She helped Dominic to make sure he doesn't get the Uso splash. But Jey Uso did a sliding baseball kick onto Dominic. Dominic landed on Liv Morgan, but Liv Morgan turned it around and that she's on top. She was about to kiss him again until Rhea Ripley came out and chased Liv Morgan off. But after when Dominic was walking in the backstage, Rhea Ripley says, "I'm not yours, you're mine." And she gave the rose to Dominic Mysterio. We have an Intercontinental Championship match for our main event. Sami Zayn versus Dragunov. Braun Breaker was kicked out of the arena because he says, "You're going to give Dragunov the opportunity? I'm going to just break everybody that's in that match." And Adam Pearce says, "Yeah, you're going to do that? I'm going to just kick you out." It was a pretty decent match. I wish the crowd was more hyped. Come on, man. Be more hyped. Like, they were doing crazy things. I thought it was a pretty decent match, but the crowd ruins the energy if they don't cheer or boo. Do something. But, ladies and gentlemen, I think Dragunov won this match by DQ because Braun Breaker came out. He was running for a spear. Sami jumped out of the way, and Braun Breaker did a spear onto Dragunov. And then Sami Zayn had some defense, punches, smashed the head on the announce table, and then he came into the ring, and then he got speared by Braun Breaker. So that's what's happening with that match. Not a lot more things to talk. There's no updates. We're getting closer to 2K24's next DLC. Not the best one. Not the best one. Pat McAfee and Pat McAfee's pack with his little friends. A lot of people don't like this one. I don't like this one. I'm okay with Pat McAfee because the guy could still wrestle. But his little friends, they never wrestled in their entire lives. Yes, I know Post Malone has not wrestled. He's in the game. I wasn't happy with Post Malone in the game, but that was one guy. We got Honky Tonk Man in the other last one. We got the Headbangers. We got Sherry. We got actually wrestlers in this pack. But in this next pack, we don't have actual wrestlers. Pat McAfee is not a wrestler. He's a commentator. But he wrestled. But the other guys hasn't. I don't know how good they are going to be in this. But I'm not really happy for this one. But what can I do? I can't do anything about it. I hope you guys enjoyed Monday Night Raw. I thought it was a pretty decent show, edition. Looks like we're getting more about the Y6. We're knowing more about the Y6. Why they're joining Bo Dallas and the Uncle Howdy. It sounds like we're getting more, and I'm hoping that we get some ring time with Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, and Dexter Lumis. Like I said, if I was making whoever I want to wrestle, I want Eric Rowan, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy as they wrestle only. Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, whatever you want to call him, he's just a manager. Nikki Cross, they need more for the women's division, so I will hope she will wrestle. I'm hoping for that. And like I said, I don't think any of them will win the world title anyways. I think one of them could win the Intercontinental Championship. I could see Joe Gacy win it. The guy is good. I'm not saying Dexter Lumis is not good. I'm not saying Eric Rowan's not good. but one of them could win the Intercontinental title, and two guys could win the tag titles. I don't think any of them is going to win the world title. I don't think Nikki Cross will win the women's world title, but I would love to see her try for the family. I would love to see her try. I want to see them actually wrestle, because it's a wrestling business. They're supposed to wrestle, not scare everybody only. Jesus. But yeah, I don't know what is going to happen with the Y6. I don't know if people like it. I enjoying it. We're getting to know these guys and why they're joining. We know why Bo Dallas is joining, because his brother passed away. We know why Eric Rowan is doing it, because his two brothers passed away, and he's doing a tribute to his two best friends. That was part of the original Wyatt family. So we know why they're doing it, but Joe Gacy, Tex Loomis, and Nikki Cross wasn't part of the Wyatt family at all. Weren't part of the first Wyatt family or the second. I think there's a second. I think there've been 3 Wyatt families. The first Wyatt family with Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan. The second one was Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Braun Strowman. And the third one was Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and a little bit of Randy Orton. Right? I believe so. I believe there was 3 Wyatt families. And now we got this Wyatt family, but there's no Bray Wyatt. But ladies and gentlemen, we will see what happens next between the Y6. We got NXT coming up. Will we see more TNA guys? We know the Rascals has a match. We heard who's going to be teaming up with the Rascals to versus Charlie Dempsey and his team on TNA. It'll be Kushida. I thought it would be Wesley, but it's Kushida. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to see. Will we see more TNA guys show up on NXT or Knockouts? Izzy Dayton showed up on TNA. Will Joe Hendry show up again? Who knows? Anything could happen. But ladies and gentlemen, we will find out what's going to happen with NXT tomorrow night. That's all of me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT results. That's all of me today. Time is out. Bye!